This punishment will shock you. Imagine being thrown into a sack with a snake, a dog, and a cat, all for one terrible crime.
Poena cuié. Imagine being stuck in a small space with someone you really dislike, like an annoying coworker in an elevator. Now imagine that instead of a coworker, it's an angry, venomous snake. In ancient Rome, there was a punishment called poena cuié, or penalty of the sack. A person sentenced to this was sewn into a large sack along with a dog, a cat, a monkey, a rooster, and a snake. Then, the sack was thrown into a river. As the sack filled with water, the terrified and enraged animals would begin attacking each other, and, of course, the unfortunate human inside. The animals included could vary depending on the crime. For example, if they didn't have a monkey, they'd toss in an extra rooster. This punishment was primarily reserved for those guilty of parricide, the murder of one or both parents. Why drowning in a sack was considered a fitting punishment for parricide is unclear, maybe just sounded more poetic in Latin. In any case, the practice fell out of use in the 3rd century, but was revived 200 years later by Emperor Justinian and remained in use for another 400 years. Suddenly, the phrase, "a cat in the bag," hits a lot differently.